Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for joining us. Nah, I'm just kidding. Yo, so we're
Wow.
gonna play some D&D today. Um, I need everyone to go ahead and introduce themselves as who's playing today.
I'll go first. I'm Zach. Do I say who I'm playing as?
Yes.
And I'm playing as Dimitri Emery.
And what race and class are you today?
I'm a half tiefling, half human bard. I'm a pretty goddamn good lawyer.
Okay, all right. Zach the lawyer. Andrew.
Yes. Andrew, I play as Tommy K. Dean. I'm a Yuan-Ti barbarian, and I was a father. Every member is missing.
Oh, jeez. All right. Starting strong, starting strong. Alan.
Well, yeah, he said it. My name's Alan, and I am going to be playing Tillman Thompson, a missionary on a mission to get the mission, to do the mission, and maybe not die. It's gonna be cool.
Okay, all right. This is our party. And today we'll be playing Ride of Remembrance, a three-part short D&D game where it's really just a Western. But let's go ahead and get the intro out of the way so we can start playing. Give me a moment, please. Okay. Let's go. And then if at any point, if the music's too loud or you can't hear me for whatever reason, let me know and then I'll turn it down. Thank,
Understood.
thank you. The year is 1899. Today's date, October, Friday the 13th. And the end is here. The end of the century, of course. Um, However, this year, the United States of America has a list of surprises for all of its residents. In some news, you might have heard that Nikola Tesla just invented the first ever radio. Very, very advanced technology, apparently. The Spanish-American War has begun, and talks have started about invading Puerto Rico. And finally, there's been a strange string of weather patterns. Some of them very minute, others more violent, like tornadoes. But the one that stands out the most are violent blizzards. And some experts believe that it's the worst one ever recorded for this year, with freezing temperatures of 40 degrees recorded as far south as Florida. The M does seem full of surprises, but this is not the end for you. Your story is actually about to begin. Okay, so to begin in Dallas, Texas, but far, far away from the main city. You are in a remote train station owned by the most prestigious company in the world, the Windwalker and Co., or the Windwalker and Company. However, before we start our true story, let's rewind the clock 2 days prior with a man, completely dirty, sitting by his camp, resting on the soft grass. surrounded by dead trees, and a tight chain wrapped around his neck. Comforting, but still there always. A reminder of what happened in his past. And he pipes up and he hears the sound of a loud whistle in the background and the shaking of metal near him to the tracks. Tommy, what does your character do?
I will get up and go find out what is making all that racket.
Okay, go ahead and roll a perception check for me. The first roll of the night.
Alrighty.
6. Okay. So it's more than anything, just fucking cold, man. You get the sense that in these next couple of months, it's probably better to rob someone of their coat if they're not using it, or from a dead body. Um, but it's very distracting. And you've had cold winters before. It's never been this cold before. But it's just very, very reminiscent. You remember this feeling. And as you look around, you feel your heartbeat beginning to bump faster, beginning to beat faster. And that same sensation you felt many, many years ago, of that fateful day of the tornado, it begins to come back. Like you're sensing another disaster that's about to happen. And you turn around and look at the tracks, and you see it. A large, elegant train you've never seen before, very slowly making its way past you as its massive, massive wheels turn and turn, shaking the ground around you. That sensation, that feeling. Oh, wait. Did I cut out? Guys, can you hear me? No.
All right.
Ew. So due to some technical difficulties, um, I cut out. No fault of the players, just mine. So let's get back to it. Andrew.
Last thing was I turned around.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. So you turn around, you see the train pass by, violently shaking the ground around you. And that essence of feeling a natural disaster is happening again. Unlike last time, this one's a bit different. You're starting to notice and you're starting to see vivid images, which is strange because this didn't happen last time with the tornado or other natural disasters. You're starting to see large piles of snow just rapidly coming at this train and fucking derailing it. And you see as the train passes, there are many, many people, many passengers on this train. And as the visions pass, one thing stands out as this essence, this sensation of this future event that will happen. You see your wife and 2 kids on the train. You blink again, and the train passes by. It keeps passing. It keeps passing. And you look through the windows and passengers. You don't see them. But in your visions, you see them on that train getting destroyed by an avalanche and the train derailing. What do you do?
I then get up. I run towards that train.
Oh shit. Okay. All right. All right. Train has about 2 cars left before it's going away from you, but you catch up to it easily. New motivation after years of not seeing your family. Easily you catch up to the train. Explain to me how explain to me how Tommy doesn't get caught while boarding a train without a ticket. What does Tommy do?
I go up, trying to look around through the windows, and if one of the windows is open,
It is.
try to see how much I can squeeze through. If it's not enough, probably break it
All right, all right, all
and
right.
then hide.
You go ahead and jump on the train. You're on board. You look on the sides. The windows are there. You see one is a little bit cracked open. You check it, pull on it. Doesn't budge, buddy. Doesn't want to fucking budge. But you look inside and it's completely dark in there. You have no idea what you're jumping into. Go ahead and give me a strength check. Or athletics, you can choose.
Athletics. Let's go.
All right, 19. Easily
Nice.
pull the pin off of the window that's there and it slides open. A little bit more force and you would have broken in half. But you go ahead and slide in, pop on the ground, and thanks to your ancestry of what happened to you, you can see perfectly in the dark. And you look around you, and you see that there are people's luggage. There's clothes racks everywhere. There's just you're in the luggage section of the train. Do you do anything else before we end the scene?
Before I move, I'll check the other passengers. I'm going to try to get some rest here or finish.
Okay. So you want to go see the other passengers, or
No, I'm going to. I was woken up because all this noise, the rumbling.
oh, okay.
Now, and I'm on this train, I believe is the one where my family is on. I'm going to finish up my rest just to make sure that when I see the passengers, they're not a vision or hallucination.
You go ahead and fall asleep and finish your rest. A couple hours go by, and eventually, you do see the door latch of this cart begin to budge and slowly trying to open itself. At this point, you have fully rested. What's the last thing you do?
I go and take cover behind or cover the luggages over me.
Okay. Depending on what your response was, is the situation you're going to be in when these two fools come in. So, Andrew, you're pulling a parasite right now, and you're hiding within the luggage,
Yes.
behind the clothes, and you see this ginger guy wearing like a green vest, and you can tell this is one of the, one of the workers that provides and works on the train. And you see he's going through the coats, and he's working on a couple things, and then he looks back at where you are, and you freeze for a second. He walks over in your direction, and you see he's actually going for a crate right next to you. Opens the crate, takes out a couple wine bottles, closes the crate, and leaves the room. But with your perceptive eyes, you see that in the crate is stocks and stocks of food, water, everything you need to just hang out here for a couple days until you get to where you need to get to. Okay. Now we move on to Tillman and Dimitri.
Boy.
Roll contested D20s, both of you.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Wow. No contest, huh?
Let's
Oh
do
boy.
this.
Getting out now.
My bad luck's already coming in on other people.
Damn.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to the train station, where it seems that Dimitri's driver just got fucking lost at some point. And Dimitri, you're gonna be late for this train if this driver doesn't fucking hurry up. But we're gonna start with Tillman first, as he arrives to the train station and is the first one to be there on time.
All right.
Tillman. Tillman. Okay. Um, Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. So, Tillman, do you see the train station?
Let's see. Do I see it? Oh, I do see it.
Okay, how about everybody else? Can you guys see anything or no?
No.
Okay,
It's a black
No.
screen for me.
so this is where I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen of what I'll be seeing and where you guys can sort of visualize and look at our screen of what's happening until your character show. Let's see here. And there we go. All right, Tillman, go ahead and describe what your character looks like.
All right. Well, my character, he's got himself on, hit himself I wouldn't nothing majorly special in clothing. It's cold, so he's got himself on a decently durable jacket. He's got himself his leather hat on. He's got a bit of beatnik sort of beard trim going on. Bit of a gangly fellow. Notably, he's well armed with his Bible in one hand and a particularly large rabbit's foot hanging around one of his pockets that's attached by a chain. Um, and he's cruising on in, walking on down into this here train station. And tell me, does he notice anyone in particular around here?
At this point in time, I need you to roll me a perception check
You got
to
it.
see who you see.
Who do I see? Let's see. Perception. Boop. That's a
16.
25.
All right, that is enough to notice everybody here waiting at the tracks.
All right. Let's see a whole slew of folk around here.
Now, just to paint you a picture of what's happening, for the audience at home also, and our other people that are playing, this is basically what Tillman looks like.
Yeah,
A
he's a simple
representation
man.
of a Hero Forge character. Yes, this is what he looks like.
He's a
Pretty
simple fella.
good.
But back to our screen here. Um, what's it called? What's it called? Oh, Jesus, I lost everybody. Let's see here. Okay, so Tillman, you notice that you are in an underground train station. When you arrived here, this train station was not visible. It was really just filled with residential homes, and you were kind of confused as to why you left the city to go to this train station that's supposed to be very prestigious. And when you finally got there, you noticed that it was just snow covered, just homes everywhere, and a very, very elegant gate that didn't really lead to anywhere. But the driver left you there, and his horses and cart leave as you're left there in front of the gates. As you figure out what the heck to do next, the gates open by themselves, and you see that there is a light coming from a tunnel below. Instinctively, you think,
Sam Hill.
all right, this is where you need to go.
Yeah.
Go downstairs, and you're now in a brightly lit, warm train station.
Oh, thank goodness. I ain't much for the cold.
You see that in front of you, there's this very rough looking individual. He has scars all over his face. And in front of you, at the very bottom of the stairs, you see that there's a security checkpoint where it looks like there is guards at the very front of this train station checking people's belongings before they hop on. And of course, you see other potential passengers on the track before the train departs. You hear a loud voice coming from the second floor. Very strange. You don't see anybody, but you hear a loud voice, and it says, "Train departing in 15 minutes. Train departing in 15 minutes." And you
15,
see
there you go.
people begin to like also wonder where the fuck that voice came from, but they seem to just prepare their stuff and get ready.
All right, then.
What
Well,
do you do, Tillman?
I ain't got a whole lot in the way of luggage, so let's make sure I make that train. I think I'll this fella in front of me with the scars and such. I'm assuming is this a line? Is he ahead of me waiting for security? I don't wanna push him out the way.
Uh,
Be rude like that.
don't push me, motherfucker. No,
Yeah.
no, no, no. You see that he's finishing his inspection, and you see the security let him pass, and he seems to walk on by, notices you, someone behind him, and just walks up to this fellow, and you see that there is some type of familiarity, that they know each other, and they start conversing.
All right then. In that case, I'll go ahead and strut on over to the security guards myself. Move on over, and I say to them too, "Good day, sirs. Um, I'm here for the train ride. I got everything, all my belongings, just what's in my hand. What I gotta do."
All right, you. Oh, my bad.
I bust out my Red Dead Redemption loading screen.
I'm sorry. I had to make sure I got not share that by accident. Um, you see, as you walk up, you say what you say,
Mm-hmm.
but these two individuals are in a heated discussion, and
Okay.
you see the male individual tells the female individual, "Now, why is it? Why is it that I have to work twice as hard than you do? See, look at this fella here. He doesn't look that dangerous. Why do I have to pat him down all the time? Hmm? I thought this was America. All right. But I thought I can
Whatever.
just sit around and look at people and assume that they're not hostile." And you see the lady, and she looks at you, and she says, "Based on how he's dressed, can you really assume that he's not hostile? Excuse me, sir, are you hostile?" Obviously being very sarcastic.
You just, no, ma'am. I'd say I ain't.
"Prove it."
Uh,
And
uh,
he looks at the male secure. See, that's why I pat him down. So do your fucking job and pat him down. He's like, it's okay. He walks over to you.
oh, yeah. Do what you will, sir.
He was gonna ask, like, is it okay if I put my hands up? And then he starts checking you out.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
does Tillman have anything that he would find suspicious?
I mean, if you consider a Bible, a Lucky Charm, rabbit foot, and a cross suspicious.
Okay, okay. You see that the security guard pats you down, and he says, "He's clean." I thank you, sir. You're good to go. The train will be departing soon. Please, um, rest if you like. We have accommodations on the second floor. please go ahead and use the stairs if you'd like. And good day to you.
All right.
And
Well,
he spits at the ground. It's like, I fucking told you. He was fine. They keep bickering back and forth.
well, thank you both, ma'am, sir. May the Lord bless the rest of your day. And I strut on forward and take a look at whatever this train is. I guess I'm moving on a little more towards the center of here. Anyone else looking mighty particular? Well, I
Well,
might.
it entirely depends on who you want to talk to.
Well,
And because of time constraints and how many people are in the game and it's just keeping the story moving, I will
yeah, I
allow
guess.
you to speak to one group, and then we have to move on to Dimitri.
Fair enough. Well, then tell me this. Is there anyone who looks particularly upset, downtrodden, or maybe just having a general bad day?
This
I
guy,
haven't arrived yet.
100%, 100% this guy. With your
Then
perception
I.
check, yes, you can walk over to him. But with your perception check, you will see that he is bound by chains on his wrists. He is bound by the legs by chains. He has a gag over his mouth,
Oh my
and
God.
you can tell that these individuals here are most likely bounty hunters, and they have their bounty. And the second you walk in their direction, all these bounties, well, they're just having a conversation. Bounty hunters are having a conversation.
Mhm.
They sort of lock eyes with you, see who you are, how you're dressed, and just keep an eye on you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna continue approaching those bounty hunter friends, those bounty hunter people, and I'm gonna go ahead and call out to them. Say, "Excuse me, sirs. Um, this this fella in chains. Don't mind if I inquire why he is, why he's like that?"
Good evening, priest. What's it to you? Why I need to know so much about this man in chains? Says the guy with the very refined dark beard and slick black hair. You get the sense he is the leader of this posse.
Okay. Well, sir, you guess as you summarized, I'm a priest man, I'm a missionary, and well, I mean, it's my duty seeing those who are downtrodden, not doing too well. If it's no issue to you, I'd like to give this man a blessing, let him know the Lord is watching, and maybe say a prayer for him.
Hmm. How about we exchange some names before we properly proceed to whatever you want to proceed with?
Of course, of course. Tillman Thompson's my name, and yours?
Samuel. Samuel Rifle.
Well, even to you, Samuel Rifle.
And these
Um,
here are my riflemen. And
ah,
you get the sense he's been waiting to use that line for the whole fucking night. And the other two
yeah.
guys are like, boss, you fucking suck. They just start laughing to themselves. And you see after he says this, demeanor changes like I I do like to have my fun every once in a while. Tillman,
Yeah.
you seem a kind enough fellow. We don't get many priests around here in Texas. Um, Perform whatever you like to perform. I'd just stay a couple feet away from him. Wouldn't let him to come at you and destroy that face of yours.
Oh, I'm. I wouldn't like my face destroyed either. I'm just trying to get on a train, sir. But the Lord, it spurs me to approach anyone who's maybe in trouble. So I feel like it's just my place. Anyhow, if you don't mind, and then go ahead, open up my Bible, read off a verse or two, and say my Hail Mary. Give them do my cross, and may I have this man's name?
Of course. Before I do that, though, Dungeon Master speaking. In case you guys want to see what Samuel Rifle looks like, um, this is him here.
Oh, hey,
Ooh.
look at you. You look edgy.
Ooh, seems like Van Helsing a bit.
Yeah. Oh, I really had to like look more down because I was like, what is that next to
What? You have anything to say to this fox companion?
we'll not discuss more about that.
Okay. Samuel says his name is Takua, and
Takyo. What?
he's obviously not from these lands. I think he's from somewhere called Japan.
Oh, all right. Hmm. That's really far, huh?
He was
What's he doing here?
he was caught killing a senator.
Oh, goodness gracious. Do my little cross.
And before you ask, because everyone asks, he has a national bounty of about 20,000.
20,000. Oh my goodness. Oof. Well, all right. Talk your may I pray for you, and I ask the Lord to give forgiveness to you, and may you and these fellas who are holding you be safe on your travels. And I guess I bid you good day, gentlemen.
Make a insight check on Takua,
Okay. Let's
because you notice something.
do I?
You get the sense that he has a very, very rough demeanor. His eyes are kind of angry, and his mood was not great. But the moment you arrived and you said what you said, you get the gist that he understands a little bit, and he understood what you said a little bit. But you sense that he's calmer now, and that as restricted as he is, he gives you a little nod, and you see that he has soft eyes instead of the burning mad eyes he had a couple minutes ago.
All right. I'm already doing better. I'll take that small victory. You'll see me walking off. I'll be like, yes, I did.
Samuel Rifle, before you go, he says,
Oh,
"And where are you headed to, Tillman Thompson?"
well, sir, I heading on west. I had this opportunity to head on over to San Diego. It's a mission of mine. Head on over west, spread the good word of the Lord.
Hmm. Do you need some protection, Mr. Tillman? I hear San
I
Diego is infested with Mexicans.
oh oh my goodness. Well, as fine as you folk are, I'm sure. I very much doubt I can afford your services. I can barely afford to get on this train here.
Oh, Mr. Oh, Mr. Tillman. Seeing as this is the first time that Takio has been as calm as he is, I feel like you'd be good company for him. No charge if you like.
No charge. Oh man. Woo!
Plus,
The Lord is watching over me today. I'll take that deal, sir. Ain't nothing
plus,
wrong with having a watchful eye. You know, of course, the watchful eye of the Lord is always as good as it's gonna get, but it never hurts to have another opinion.
my thoughts exactly. What would the Lord think if I charge the priest?
Well, I'll make sure to say another prayer for you, sir. I very much appreciate it.
He nods his head, and if you stay there and have a group conversation, he will just you'll have a conversations of like, his bounties, your travels, and the camera pans out back to the stairs. It's been about 14 minutes, and Dimitri, you're at the very, very, very top of the train station. Your driver, you get the sense, is fucking drunk. Uh, he stops his horse, like he does the thing, and you just like, oh, I guess this is it. And you get out of the cart, and you see
Stuff.
you see the train
Stuff I
station
had.
you're supposed to go to, yeah. And you get off and you head on downstairs to where you're supposed to go.
Shame I can't see it on my screen.
Oh, but you will, because Tillman, it is your turn. Sorry, not Tillman, Dimitri. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
I'm
to
about to
say
say,
that.
oh shit, I get 2 turns.
You get 2 turns.
He got 2.
Whoa.
There he is, Dimitri. Dimitri, please go ahead and describe yourself.
Uh, Male, roughly close to 6 feet, wearing a nice suit attire, blue, white undershirt, black tie, have a top hat, wearing some old-fashioned sunglasses. Don't want to get snow blinded. That's a whole nother issue.
Of course, of course.
Got my briefcase, the cane, dressed for success. I am here, well, as a businessman for success, and already slightly panting because being impatient, looking at the time, and I'm like, I almost missed the train. So I'm gonna like quickly, like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. The skin that you can see, which is mostly the face and the neck, I do try to keep most of it covered via gloves or my suit. Normal skin-ish, but blotches of like purple.
Okay.
Looks like somebody just kind of like put paint on me.
I like it. Everyone in the train tracks and the train station turn around to see this guy. Looking dapper as fuck. Now, one thing of note, Dimitri, as you walk downstairs, you see the same thing like before. I mentioned that there are security here, but you get the sense that somebody's watching you. Perception check, boy.
Roll it.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah, buddy.
Sorry, I heard someone talk, so I was like, oh.
And then for those of you curious to see what Dimitri looks like, this is him.
Hey, you look great.
Super flat.
All right.
Alexa, play Superfly.
Dimitri got 14. Okay. Dimitri, you notice that someone on the second floor is looking at you very, very curiously. Almost forgot to share sound. Okay, there we go. You'll notice that leading upstairs, up here and up here, up here, there is a second floor. And as mentioned before by security, that there are people here who, while waiting for the train, can wait up here. You get the sense that there's someone looking at you from up here.
Okay.
That's it.
Just
That's all you really know.
Gonna give like a little like geek, just like, huh? And then just go back about my day.
You see a feminine individual. But before we get to that, what do you do as you're now here at the train station? Noticing the same people you noticed earlier that Alan noticed. So no need to rehash of what we talked about.
Yeah. just getting ready to get on the train, just get past anything I need to do, and then sit down, patiently wait, just observe my surroundings, make sure that everything is safe for someone who's not from the area.
Okay. Um, you hear a loud train horn go off, and you hear a loud sound coming from the train of the direction. The direction of the train. I don't know why I said that backwards. And you hear a voice. Train departing. Train departing to San Diego. Passengers, please welcome aboard. You're like, chip, chip, chip. And you get down there and you see security's there. And you hear a very funny conversation between these two individuals. Okay, okay. So this guy, obviously, right? And she looks at you, Dimitri, and she says, "Oh yeah, oh yeah, of course." Dimitri, you don't even get to say, you don't get a chance to say anything. You see that this guy is like patting you down, seeing what you have. Does he find anything that he would find suspicious?
Totally.
What does he find?
Closer to on my right pocket, there will be a little, somewhat knife for defending, and then closer to probably like my left ankle, they'll find a pistol
You
tucked
see,
away just in case.
you see, as he keeps looking, and he gets more and more surprised. And do you have a tail?
I do not.
Okay, I was gonna say, is he feel something else? But no, he doesn't.
I had a tail in the front, baby.
Yeah, damn it. You see, he goes to your hat and removes it. And you see he's very surprised to see at the very, very tippy top of your forehead these two bumps. And he looks at you and he says, "And what's this then? Did a jackass kick you in the face or what?"
No, and I'm gonna take off my shades to show him that my eyes are like almost pure black with a little bit of yellow. Like, no, I am not fully human. These are just horns that are starting to grow in, sir.
You see he's very surprised and he says, "Uh-huh."
Put my shades
Okay.
back on.
He takes your pistol, he takes your knife, and he says, "You'll get these back when you arrive at your destination."
What if something happens on the way to the destination? That means you'll be accountable for any mishaps that happens on the train, correct?
We will be on the train, and if any situation arises, we will protect you.
How many of you will be on the? You know, I don't have time for this. I heard the train's coming, but may I have a name? I'm gonna need to jot it down real quick.
You see, he gives you a very curious look. Okay. The name's Rick.
Absolutely.
Taking notes, taking notes, taking notes.
Yep.
And he says, "And what is your name, Mr.
Mr. Emery, Dimitri Emery.
Where did you say you were from, Mr. Emmerich?
Overseas, technically from Wales.
Is everyone from Wales like you?"
No.
You have yourself a good evening. And he takes your shit and he puts the stuff away. And you see the female security guard. She takes a look at you and she says, "Shit, I hope they do." And she goes and walks away.
Halfway, just enough where they can hear me and be all like, the weirdness of my attire is also from Europe, from closer to Russia. And then I keep going.
Okay. Tillman, Dimitri, both of you lock eyes for one brief second as you recognize and just see each other for a briefest a moment as both of you get on the train.
All right.
Tommy, throughout this entire time, you've been getting comfortable. It's been 2 days. Um, you have yourself a new attire to blend in with the people who are passengers on this train. Um, no one's really questioned the extra passenger that was not there 2 days ago, and it seems that I guess there's just a tight schedule that no one's really noticed you yet. So throughout this entire process, you've been going in the bathroom, you're doing your thing, and as you come back to your seat, you see more people coming in onto the train. Do you do anything before we move on to the next scene?
I'm going to lean back, relax, and pay close attention to half, try to pay close attention to half the people coming on the train.
Okay, perception check, please.
Alrighty. There it is. Perception. Ooh.
That's pretty good, man. It's pretty good. You see a cavalcade of interesting characters as they all begin to board, but no one recognizable, unfortunately. Although you do see a guy with glowing yellow eyes with a very strange blue suit, and a priest that's very filthy that stands out the most out of everybody else.
Hey.
And as you keep account who's on and who's getting off, everyone gets on board, and the train begins to slowly lurch forward. Everyone finds a seat and begins to move forward little by little. Here's what happens next. Um, well, everyone's taking their seats, everyone's doing their thing. The train leaves the station. You see, sorry, let me put this because everyone's technically leaving. You see the same two security guards that were checking all of your belongings. Um, Rick, the male individual, the male security guard. You see that he is about to get on the train, and the female security guard puts a hand on his shoulder and keeps him from getting on. The train doors close, and it begins to move forward without them getting on. Rick looks back at the female security guard and he says, "Well, I hope the priest makes it." And we move on to the next scene.
That bastard has my stuff.
Yeah, I
He
literally
does.
thinking the same
He
thing.
does have your
Like,
stuff.
dude, took your
Good thing I
shit.
got that name.
I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next scene. If you look at roll 20, there's nothing there yet, but there will be something there yet. Give me a second. Give me a quick second as I set this up. And we have Dimitri, Tillman, and Tommy. All right. And everyone, I'm just gonna say everyone's sort of, oh, oh god. I'm gonna say that everyone is closely sitting together, because why the hell not? Now, if you look at roll 20, you should be able to see your guys' characters, right?
Yes.
Okay. Sharing my screen. Now, this is mostly for the audience because I know all of you can see this on the
Roll
on
20.
your roll 20, but this is just for the audience. Let's see here. Do you guys hear the train?
Sir,
I was wondering what that was.
we're moving. I hear that. I hear the tracks.
Okay. As you board the Windwalker train and get yourselves comfortable, you'll get a pat down from one of the servers on the train, and they'll talk about the elegance of it, the history of it. You guys don't really give a shit. But the one thing that's really important is that there are sections of the train where you can and can't go. They explain that at the very front of the train is the employees' carts. And if you need something, if it's an emergency, you'll find them there. Currently, you're in the passengers' carts. But if you were to go behind you, to the cart behind you, third cart is for VIP individuals who have rooms. You guys do not have rooms. The fourth cart, and the one that piques all of your interests, is the lounge car. This is where most of the passengers who want a drink, who need to sit down, who just need a ride or something, will go there. And the fifth and last cart is packaging and the vault. As they say that, the vault, they mention that there's plenty of security and that all your belongings are safe for this trip.
Better
Now,
be.
now for the purposes of not breaking the fourth wall, and hopefully you guys can agree with me, all of you begin to notice each other and are just free to do whatever you like. I leave this scene to all of you.
I bet.
All right.
Let's see. We got this odd looking fella. And
And then let me populate the cart you're in because there's people in this cart,
oh, okay, lovely.
not just you guys.
Oh, there we go. Look at all these fun people.
Now, anyone can start if you like, but what do you guys do as your journey begins and begin to head off to San Diego?
I am going to get up, go over towards the lounge area.
Okay. Andrew's going to the lounge. I like how I can track to see where you're going, by the way. It's very cool.
I'm just gonna watch whatever that was. I'm gonna mumble to myself. I wonder if I have to go get wine or if I can just order wine. How long is this trip?
You see that there is a server that walks on by. And they're very dapper. Because this guy might even be more dapper than you.
Cool with it?
You guys notice the door opens on this side, on the left-hand side. And you see this individual walk in. This is one of the servers of the train. And you see he's mingling, talking to the other passengers, but it looks like it'll take some time before he gets to all of you. Andrew, you're in the lounge. Okay, so Andrew, before you get to the lounge, you'll actually go back to the third cart. You'll actually bump in to this individual. But
Oh,
because Alan and Zach already went, I'm gonna go ahead and go with Andrew, and then we'll just bounce back and forth to see what's happening. Okay?
All right,
No worries.
yeah.
that's good to me.
Bump into this individual. Like, oh, sorry. Excuse me.
Um, you see. Oh wait, is it not sharing? You guys can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I was a little worried. Um. Oh shit. Oh no, something's not loading.
Oh no!
Here we go. Jesus,
There.
you fucking scared me. Okay. Tell me you bump into an individual who seems to be working on a project in the middle of the hallway. And she's kind of in the way, but as you get a better look at her, you've seen this individual before. You see that she is sort of covered in like black smudges, and you see that she has like mechanical tools on her pockets, and she has a long trench coat that has just filled with materials of tools and etc etc etc. You get the sense that she is very good with her hands and machinery. And she takes a look at you and she says, "Oh, of course, Tommy. Do you need me to move over here?" As she steps to his side, completely blocking your path.
Uh, no, ma'am. Just trying to get through, trying to pass through.
Well, unfortunately for you, there seems to be a toll for this hallway, and a price has to be paid.
What's your price? I
Ooh,
squint.
When you head to the lounge, can you please bring me a drink too? I really appreciate it.
Done deal.
Okay. And she slides on over and lets you pass. This passenger is Bella Tesla, and you have had a couple conversations with her before, but you notice that she may or may not be related to Nikolai Tesla. And she keeps talking about her inventions and how she's caught lightning in a bottle, literally. But she just seems to like really like your company for whatever reason.
It was about the experiences.
Hmm. Okay. And then you head on over to the lounge carts. Now, when you go in here, you see that there are more people. So let me go ahead and populate this area.
jeez Louise, this area is packed with folks.
It's a train. Of course it is.
Yeah, I suppose so, but like, dang, man.
All of you see that there is a server feeding some fish in a tank over here. Um, you see a priest fellow tending to some plants over here. Um, you see that there are individuals having a conversation over here. What does Tommy do?
Go over,
Okay.
take a seat,
And what's Tommy's what's he trying to do today? What's his objective?
and, and get something to eat, something to drink, and bring a drink back to Bella.
Okay. You see the individual over here. You got his name. You think you got his name. Something Sanders. And he walks over to you and he says, "Ah, Master Tommy, is there anything I can get for you today?"
A small meal and two drinks.
Okay. I'll get to that shortly. Um, New passengers. Did you happen to see who we got today?
Yes. One was a priest fellow. It seemed like it, with a book in his hand. Trench coat could use a little cleanup. Another passenger. His attire is unfamiliar to me, but seems like he's ready to work on whatever he does.
Interesting. Okay. I'll get you meals shortly. Oh, I've been told by the conductor that entrance to the vaults, the fifth carts, uh, for this trip only, is restricted to only a few passengers. It seems that we have a posse, bounty hunters, that have rented the space and are not allowing anyone else. So, and he points behind you, at the door behind you, and he says, if you have the need for it to bother them, go for it, but know that they will likely be hostile if you do plan to take their bounty away from them. So I'd just avoid the back area if I were you.
Understand.
Okay. Time skip, and we go ahead and follow Sanders back to the cart where all of you are as he gets the meals prepared and everything. Um, Dimitri, Sanders walks by you immediately, doesn't really notice you. Um, doesn't doesn't notice you as he keeps walking by. He keeps walking by. Do you say anything or?
Yeah, I'm gonna wave him like, "Hey, excuse me, you walked right by,
Oh, oh,
sir."
oh, yeah, 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 yes, yes. Hi, hi. Welcome aboard. Um, can I help you?
Uh, yes. Is it like a self-serve or do I request? I kind of want some wine.
He takes a look at your outfit. He takes a look at you, and you see that there is he gives you a look, like an interested look, and he says, um, I can bring the wine for you, of course.
I mean, no hassle. Just if you're busy, you can direct me. I can go get it myself. Just wondering how things are in this area.
Well, if you have any requests, please go ahead and let me and the other servers know, and we will provide you we will provide you with what is required. There you go.
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
Bless you. And he walks over to the to the employee cart. Um,
Yep.
so if you guys aren't conversing, we're gonna go ahead and do a time jump where everyone gets their food, everyone gets their rest after, a trip they had just to get to the fucking train station. Everyone gets their wines, everyone gets their, you know, what they require.
Well, so it's Dimitri, have you been like mumbling like to yourself like a lot?
Uh, no, just every so often. Maybe like an hour, 2 hours. Then I'll just kind of note something down and then mumble.
Okay. In that case, yeah, if it's gonna be every now and then, I probably would end up addressing Dimitri about it then. Um, I'd probably just turn around because he's sitting right behind me, right?
Yes, both of
Yes,
you are sitting behind you. And then, oh, for Andrew's character, um, Tommy,
he's over there.
you I know. Tommy, I'm just going to move you over here for a brief moment as you happen to use the restroom, the same time they're having their conversation.
Mhm. So in that case, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, two. I'm gonna go ahead and scooch on over to the seat directly across from him. Maybe sit the corner right here, and introduce myself. Say, um, hello, sir. Um, my name's Tillman Thompson. I happened to notice, or I overheard rather, some faint mumbles and such, and came to ask, "Are you troubled? Is something the matter?" I feel like it's as you see my book right here. It's my mission here as a man of the cloth to assist those who are in need whenever possible. How's your day going, if I may inquire?
Uh, when he mentions his occupation, can I get a? I want a sense to see if he really is a man of the cloth or if he's lying to be a scammer or something.
I guess this would be between you
That's fair.
two, and you two can decide what that would look like. So if you want to make a perception check, insight check, anything to verify this individual, go for it. And then Alan, if you want to make a performance check or any charisma check, you can do that too.
Sure. I mean, I've
What would
got.
my what would my skill fall under? I want to sense. I want to use. I want to use the thing. I want to see if he's lying to me. Just regular insight.
Yes.
You
But
said
Don't
this is.
fail me.
this would be with
Damn.
advantage, with advantage
Oh, sweet.
because of your backstory.
Much better.
I guess I'll just roll a charisma.
Yes. Okay.
Ain't looking too good.
Dimitri, you get the sense that although filthy, he does seem legit.
Heard it. Like, well, good evening or whatever time it is currently.
It is late. It is
Um,
about like it's like 10 p.m.
Yeah. Good evening. I am Dimitri Emery. Uh, Mumbling helps me. It helps remember things, or I just jot them down on a little notepad. That's about
Oh,
it. The only thing that's troubling me is I haven't seen the earlier guard come by, and he kind of took my belongings. I'm really hoping I can get them back, for safety.
all right. Wait. So did they take everything from you?
No, just my knife and my gun.
Oh. You wouldn't happen to be like one of those bounty hunter. I met some bounty hunter fellows not too long ago. I think I even remember or never mind. Yeah, I met some bounty hunter fellows earlier. You wouldn't happen to be with them, would you?
No. I'm an attorney. I'm a lawyer, prosecutor, defender, whatever role I need to fit. The only bounty I collect are those who are guilty under the law.
Okay. Um. And
Hmm.
does a lawman such as yourself, or I guess not a lawman, but a lawyer, require necessarily like an iron and a knife?
Technically, no, but if the opposing person fails and they're going to get sent off, it's good to just defend myself. They can have other people hunt me down, or they can escape and hunt me down for my own sake.
Yeah, I suppose it's a free country. You are able to carry if you want. All right. Yeah. You know what? No, it's not my place to question folks about if they carry iron or not. Anyhow, well, Mr. Dimitri, was it?
Yep.
Well, Mr. Dimitri, I thank you for giving me a moment of your time. I know the the book and just the general notion of man o'clock. Not many people care to sit here but would you mind if I said a prayer for you?
You do as you do. You follow a book, I follow a different book. That's all it is.
All right, that's well said, actually. All right, yeah, and so list off may the Lord protect this man and guide him along safely along his travels. Amen.
Then I burst into flint. No, I'm joking.
Oh Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Uh,
Um,
and then from then on there, I say thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, Dimitri. And
Yeah,
I'll
you're
leave
free
you.
to stay. You're free to stay here if you want. I don't mind the company.
Oh,
so
you know
two
what?
things. Yeah, if Tillman decides to stay, two things happen actually as Tillman decides whether to stay or not. But go. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead and finish.
Uh, I mean, if you don't mind, yeah, sure. Company's always grand, isn't it? Yeah. And then I go ahead and I take a seat. I've stayed more or less on my corner end.
Hmm. You notice, Dimitri, because we're using the same insight, that the individual over here, um, he's been kind of shifty as he hears more and more and more about you being a lawyer. Now, this could be a good shifty. Maybe he really wants to talk to a lawyer, or this could be a bad shifty where he's nervous that there is a lawyer. So it is up to you to decide what information you want to do with that. What's happening over here? It's two conversations too far away to notice, but this is what you notice about this guy. Um, that's thing number one. Thing number two, Tommy, you've been hearing conversations between two gentlemen, and you hear their talks about one being a priest, one being doing a prayer, and then one being a lawyer, and you think, oh, it's pretty interesting people. As you're on the shitter, uh, you all of a sudden, for Tommy, all of a sudden you hear a giggle sound outside your door, and then like a lock sound, like a click.
And then,
Tom, you finish your business, and then what do you
yep,
do?
I hurry up, I finish. Then I try to open the door. I'll open. I
It won't.
tried. I'm
Yeah,
going to first try knocking. I was bang on the door. Like, hey, anyone there? Some kids pulling pranks.
Tommy and Dimitri, you start hearing poundings of like a door on the next cart over. Thankfully, it's close enough that the sounds of metal on metal don't drown it out. But you do hear someone struggling with the door.
But I just want to peek around the corner, have a quick little look, like, what's going on?
Yeah, I guess more or less same thing. Do we notice anyone down that hallway?
Um, do you walk into the third cart,
You know what?
or do you stay in the second cart?
You know what? I'll go. Yeah, why not? I'll go
Okay.
ahead and peek my head through that door.
Okay.
I'll follow, but I'll stay a little bit behind.
Yeah, you just hear banging, banging right next to you, Tillman. The door. You recognize this being the lavatory, the restroom, but no, you don't see anybody. You just it's just
Someone pulling, some kids pulling pranks.
Uh, hello there.
Oh, the door is stuck. Is it locked?
Oh, shit. Hey, well, you know what? Hold up. So I go ahead and try the door. Does it open?
so you go ahead and go for the door, and as you pull on the latch, it just doesn't want to fucking budge. It's like it you can see that it's locked, but at the same time, it's sort of just like not moving at all.
Okay. Huh.
Can you please unlock the door so I
Yeah.
may leave?
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, sir. I'm giving it a try. This thing don't want to budge. Hey, Dimitri. You're here, right? You want to
Yep,
give this thing a go?
sure. Uh, I don't think I have anything that might open it. I'm sorry. I mean,
So I think one of you has
I do.
thieves. I think one of you has thieves tools.
I do. Yep. I'm gonna open up my briefcase, and if you're hovering over my shoulder, you can see a bunch of paperwork, but also I kind of move over like an extra little compartment and just put down a flap and pull out some tools. And I'm gonna attempt to just pick it open.
Oh, what the hell? Sorry, forgive my words, Lord. What the heck?
Okay. Dimitri, since you're the one making the thieves' tools check, I need you to roll a dexterity check.
Dexterity. I hate to say it.
Great.
Do I have advantage?
Oh no, that's a save. I need you to do regular roll.
Oh shoot, you're right. I'm sorry.
You're good. You're good.
Oh, not better.
Okay. Thankfully, this is not the safe of the Bank of London, but this is good enough. As you take out your tools, get to work, and then click, and it unlocks. Like, all right, cool. And you pull the door, and it just doesn't budge. It's unlocked, but it just doesn't want to fucking budge.
I'm gonna shout like, it's unlocked, but it won't move. I'm not exactly fit, so if anyone else is stronger, maybe you can bust the door open. I'm gonna get out of the way.
Yes, if you don't mind, back up a bit.
Oh man.
Let's try open.
Maybe
I'm backing up.
Yeah, hold up.
I'll try to open this door.
Go ahead and make a strength saving throw.
I'm gonna mumble to myself like, man, my mother would be disappointed in me. That took way too long.
Shit.
Then,
Tommy, easily you
Oh my god.
you pull on the door and you push, and it pops open. And
wow.
you see something that was in between the doors at the very bottom that just sort of flies off and then bounce on the walls, and it just lands on the ground. You see that this passenger behind you guys who is walking towards you hears a loud bang. She's like, nope, and just walks away.
Yeah, if that's going flying around, I'm immediately like ducking my head down, like, oh Jesus, oh no, it's happening again.
Tillman, dexterity saving throw.
All right. Let's see. Dex save. Right there. That's a 6.
Oh no.
Huh. Well, this item, it bounces, hits you straight in the forehead. And the last bounce, and this is just fucking weird how this happens. The last bounce goes straight forward, bounces off of Tommy's like chain that he has wrapped around his neck, and immediately hits the glass mirror right behind him.
Oh Jesus! Oh no! Oh God!
You take a look at the glass as you peek over the corner to see how the glass is doing, and it looks fine.
Does it? Yeah, I'm immediately like going up, like, all right, hold up, pardon me, and I run on over. Yeah, excuse me, and then yeah, inspecting the glass. Is it fine?
You take a look at it, and then the second you probably get close to it and just breathe on it, it just leans forward.
Oh
no!
And crash. Thousands of small glass, sand melted material just spills everywhere as the mirror is now broken.
You know, I read that if you leave it there for 30 minutes, then clean it up, you won't have bad luck.
No, hold up, no, we gotta do this right. All right. So I immediately scramble onto the floor and start trying to pick up like any and all pieces I can, like just as much as possible.
Okay, you get cut up a little bit, but nothing too serious as you pick up all the pieces. Takes about a minute, but you have it. You believe you have it all in your hands.
Okay, thank God. So I immediately with those pieces, I'm like, all right, uh, we gotta, we gotta. It's late, so now's the time. Um, I look out. Is there a window nearby?
Yes. There's a window right behind Dimitri.
Okay. So, and I'm assuming it's night, right?
Yes, it is night.
Is it a full moon?
Funny enough, you have not left the tunnels. As you look outside, you see that it's pitch black only because you're still in the tunnels underneath.
Oh, jeez. All right. So I don't know. Okay.
Oh, but you do know it's 10 p.m., so you do know it's night.
Okay. Well, it's nighttime. All right. So I scuttle on over here, and I'm thinking like, all right. So what do we got to do? Is I gotta bury these somewhere, and I gotta. Dear God, let it be a full moon. It'll be okay. I think. And so I'm sitting here. I'm pulling out my wooden cross. I give it a knock or two. You see me clutching onto my little lucky charm. I'm clearly like very distraught. And then more or less, I'm just like sitting there, like ignoring these two at this point. I'm just like, oh man, how am I gonna deal with this glass?
Oh shit.
You know,
Oh
I
shit.
just said if you waited and then cleaned it up, you'll be fine. We
Oh,
should
but
probably let someone know that a mirror broke. I'll go get
you,
someone.
okay.
All right. Uh, Dimitri, um, you open the door to the room, and then all of a sudden you feel a the metal end of a gun bumping the side of your head, and the door closes behind you.
Hmm.
What's everyone else doing?
I'm gonna mumble to
Um,
myself. I'm
The
like, this
door,
is why I needed my weapons.
the door closed. People have been going back and forth.
Hmm.
So, must be nice and courtesy to close the door behind them.
yeah. All right. You know what?
You,
I think this is very poor
you.
introduction on my end. Who are you?
Oh, hello. I am Tommy K. Dean, and there, right behind you, is Bella.
Oh my goodness! Don't
She
sneak up on me like
she
that,
raised her
man.
hand.
Please.
It's like, hi, friends. I think Tommy. How you doing?
I was locked in the bathroom over here, and something
Oh,
I was wedged in went
shit, that was
over
my
and
bad.
shattered the glass.
Um, you see that she like kind of panics a little bit. It's like, oh shit. Chelsea? Chelsea? And you hear like a giggling sound on top of you guys, and you look up and you see that there's this like mechanical monkey, like
What the?
completely made it just gold with like a with a metal chest plate that is just up in the ceiling, and you hear it like giggle, but it doesn't giggle like a monkey would. It giggles like a human would, like a human child would.
That's
And
creepy.
she says, I, Chelsea, what did I tell you? You can't. I'm so sorry. Here, here. And Monkey is like, he's just not doing anything. It like climbs on the walls like a fucking spider and just goes down
Like
the hallway. And she's like, I'll be right back. I'm so sorry.
you mechanical rascal playing pranks.
And then she takes off.
What a rascal!
You,
I
sir,
I ain't ever seen anything like that in my day, but that ain't Christian. That's the devil work right there. You hear that thing? It laughed like one of God's children. That's not okay.
uh, sir, and your name?
Yes, right. Tillman Thompson. And I'm sorry about this whole this whole show, this my panicking and such. I've had a lot of bad experiences in the past. I won't bore you with the details, but
You and me both.
okay. Well, then I guess we have some common ground. But so let's change subject. What has you here on this train, huh?
I I thought I saw my missing wife and kids
Oh goodness.
on here, so I came on, look around. Haven't seen them, so hopefully they're at the destination where this train is going.
Well, all right, then I feel like this is just the perfect place for me. You see, I am a man of the cloth. Carrying my showing my book and such. And if you're out here looking for a family of yours, then I mean, I'd be happy to lend a hand if you want it. And also, if you don't mind, say a prayer for you. Maybe the Lord will help you find your children, I'm sure. And we can, pray for their safety, of course.
Yes. Hopefully.
Yes. Oh,
It's been at least a year
but
since been separated.
oh,
Going
my.
around, traveling, run
Well,
into some troubles here and there, but I'm alive. Hopefully they are.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are, sir. You said Tommy, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, uh, Lord, please bless Tommy here and guide him on, and help him on his way to help find his family. We say a prayer and hope for the well-being of his family and that they can be reunited soon and be happy together. Amen.
Amen. Now that third fellow is taking a while to grab someone.
Oh yeah, Dimitri was his name. Did you see where he ran off to? I was so flustered.
Yes, he went over towards the employee compartment to tell him about the glass in the door, but he hasn't come back, and an employee hasn't came back over here.
Well, let's go get him, right? I mean, we gotta make sure someone finds out about it.
Yeah.
As that entire conversation was happening, we will now pan over to Dimitri. A couple minutes earlier in this going back and forth, as Tommy, you go for the door, and once again, it's fucking locked. But these doors are never locked, ever. There's not even a way to lock them. So you don't understand how it could be locked in the first place. But before we get to that, let's go back to Dimitri. Dimitri. You, oh boy.
You found yourself on the wrong end of the gun, sir.
Yes. Exactly. Give me one moment as I figure this out. Okay. Oh boy. Dimitri, what am I gonna do with you?
I don't know. I can't see.
Oh, there's a reason for it. So don't
I know.
think I didn't do it for no reason.
No, I believe you. I just don't
Oh.
believe in circumstances.
Circumstances.
I believe in Jesus.
Okay. So Dimitri, what you see in front of you can only be described as panic. Oh boy, this is not great for you right now, buddy. Give me a second. You go ahead and see that you are now in a very delicate, a very stressful, hostage situation. As you have a gun pointed at your head from this individual over here that was looking shifty at you earlier, and the other individual over here, you see that he has this like revolver gun, and he's sort of pointing it at the ladies on the other side of the cart, and they're sort of having a conversation, whispering, and they're going back and forth about exchanging and taking money from them. The individual next to you speaks, and he says, "Now hold on there, fella. This is a Colt 45, pointed right at your temple. If you so as move or sneeze, your life will end, and your story will end here. Dmitri Emroy." Dmitri, in this fucking moment, you know who this fucker is. You know who both of these guys are. You recognize these faces as the people you recently saw had a bounty on them. The individual next to you is none other than motherfucking Texas Jack Vermillion. He's wanted for stagecoach poaching, and he's robbed over 80 stagecoaches.
No way.
The older individual with the long, orangish beard, that's James Wild Bill Hickok. He's elusive. No one's been able to catch him since he murdered his wife all those years ago. Just drama stuff, as a lawyer.
Yep.
What does Dimitri do?
Well, I resist the urge to correct them or badmouth since I have a gun to my head.
That's fair.
I just keep my hands up and be like, "So, do you want me to sit with everyone else, or do I take a seat over there, or what am I doing, sir?"
Dimitri, I need you to slowly, ever so gently, take out all your valuables and hand over to me.
Molasses-like.
Molasses-like. Does Dimitri comply?
Before I do, I'm gonna let him know, like, I don't really have much. This only looks good. You probably won't be getting anything from me. I'm in this business to get money, sir.
Okay. Boss, is it okay if I smoke this one?
Ooh.
And you see that the individual all the way at the corner, he looks at him, and he just sort of nods his head. And you hear the click of the gun, of the chamber.
Like, okay, whoa. Y'all are going too fast. You told me to go slow. You guys have to go slow too. Jeez. I'm just gonna start taking off the hat. Yeah. Take off the sunglasses, and now it's really starting to show how different I look. I'm just, as they said, slowly. I'm like, all right, left glove, right glove, top button, middle button, third button. I'm just.
This is perfect. As you're trying to slowly take off the suit, Tommy and Tillman, the door finally opens, and you guys got it open. It slides open, and holy shit! Fucking robbing the train.
Oh,
I need everybody to roll for initiative.
oh my god. This tiny ass spot?
Dude, my rolls are not doing so well this whole time.
Oh,
Oh man.
Let me go
Alan.
ahead.
Alan, do you have better? He
There's
does.
There's a couple things I need prepared for, so please give me a moment. But in the meantime, I actually have initiative music, so I'm gonna play that for a bit while this goes on.
Dude, that was with a that was with a negative too. My initiative is bollocks.
That's the Lord at work.
Yeah.
The mirror broke. It's already too late. It's spread onto you guys.
The second the mirror broke, I'm like, I have to do this now. I have to do this now. Okay, okay. Now, so go ahead and strategize. Look at your character sheets. This is gonna take a hot second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I ain't got no weapon, so
Well, thank God you can cast spells, right? Right?
that's what I'm looking. Oh, yeah.
Okay, okay. All right. And then, ooh, I'm excited. I haven't done combat with you guys, so very curious to see what you guys are up to for this one.
Nothing too special. The main plan is to survive.
Gentlemen, survival.
Oh damn. You got drip on now.
Of course, they got the guns now. Okay, so,
How come they didn't get pat down?
oh, you'll find out. Wild
Oh,
Bill
you know
Dudcon
why?
got 11.
99, fool.
Alright, and then Texas Jack, he got a motherfucking 15.
Oh, did you say Texas, Jack?
Texas Jack.
Not what I heard.
What'd
I
you-
heard sexist, Jack.
That's what I heard.
I was like,
Ooh, didn't mean to say that.
what? Oh, what a outlaw name.
What a title. He's earned that one.
All right. Now let's see what you fuckers got.
You're lucky you're not a woman. He would have blown you away on the spot.
Okay. Tillman got a 16. Oh boy, I'm getting a little nervous now. I really hope I don't
You're
kill you
getting
guys.
nervous.
I
I'm
don't want to
getting
kill you
nervous.
guys in the first game.
That's why I'm nervous. I'm so tiny.
Dimitri got a 10. A 10? Oh boy.
Now just wait for me.
Alright. And then Tommy got a 3.
Yep.
So it's gonna be this type of game.
Yep.
Okay. Does everyone see the turn order on their screen?
Sir, yes, sir.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Then you guys know who's going first. Motherfucking Tillman Thompson.
Yep.
But before I do that, this episode is fun. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna go ahead and choose the music.
This episode is about Raid Shadow Legends. All right.
Now, audience, you're just gonna have to use visually because this is in the end combat. Really, is just mostly visual. I'm not gonna share the map. Just imagine the combat as it goes along, and enjoy the sick ass beats I'm about to share.
Like that.
Okay, okay. Where is the music?
Here, train.
Oh, here it is. Tillman, it is your turn. What
Yeah,
does the priest do?
this is a incredibly peculiar situation, isn't it?
If you see me stripping my jacket,
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's going on. I imagine this fella's probably turning around looking at us now that the door just slid open.
He is surprised. Has an expression of surprise. The gun shifts over from Dimitri's head to your direction. But it's not his turn yet. He can't do anything.
And so I am gonna go ahead and what am I gonna do with this? I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bane.
Bane.
Yeah.
Okay. Right now, for my screen, you do not have line of sight. You need to move Tommy, and then get into line of sight.
Well, shoot. Can I even scooch this man? Man,
When you pass through allies, it's fine. It's more if you pass through enemies.
All right.
So that is 5 feet of movement, and then now you have line of sight. You cast
I got
Bane.
Get my LOS. All right. Yeah, cast me Bane. Let me see, actually. What's that ruler?
And then what is
That's not enough.
what does Bane do again?
Bane makes it so the up to 3 people I choose, which since the other fella is a little too far away, and this is pretty much the only guy I notice anyways. So just this guy. They gotta make a charisma saving throw. And if they fail the saving throw, then they gotta roll a d4 and subtract that from their attack rolls and saving throws.
All right. Texas Jack Vermillion is going to make the first opposing enemy roll of the game. And this is a charisma save. Texas Jack makes a 16. Unfortunately,
that passes.
He is not famed. Now, keep in mind, all of you now have access to observation checks. How observation checks work is, as a bonus action, you can just say, I want to make an observation check. When you make one, you just roll the observation, and depending on what you roll, you'll find out some hidden secrets about the enemy you are currently fighting, such as health, the armor that they have, etc., 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 etc. So it's up to you to decide what you want to do next, because you still have your movement, you have your bonus action, and that's it.
DM, do you allow multiple spells to go through as long as it's also bonus action?
Yes.
All right, cool. Because my backup with that was to give Dimitri over here Shield of Faith.
Ooh, okay. And then can you put the spell Shield of Faith in the chat so I can see?
Yes, sir.
Dimitri, you feel your essence glow as you feel the Holy Father wrap around you. It burns so fucking much!
Oh, I feel good.
Okay, and I'm gonna put... I should have put this light on you, that way I know. Okay, there you go.
But yeah, I send it over to the chat.
Perfect. And then you have +2 to your armor class, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that now before I forget.
And that's I guess
You're not going to move? Are you going to stay there?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't think I'm really gonna be moving anywhere else. Or actually, you know what? I guess since I've poked my head on out, I might as well back up a bit and cover it, duck and cover.
Of course, of course. Okay. All right.
Let me just
Next.
move on back over there, and yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Like,
Jesus.
oh,
Next is Texas Jack's turn. Texas Jack is not happy that you distracted him and you try to cast something on him. So what he's going to do is he's going to shoot twice at Dimitri.
Ah!
And because you guys decided that damage at point blank range is considered critical, if these hit, this is going to really hurt. All right, Texas Jack. Let's see what you got. First attack. Ooh, 19.
Ah! Ah!
For 24 points of damage.
what the?
Because it's considered a critical hit. Dimitri,
I'm down.
you are down.
Oh my goodness!
And the spell effect, unfortunately, fades away from an unconscious creature.
I was just talking about the priest on why I deserve to have weapon.
That was
You
literally
were.
2 seconds ago.
Yeah. Oh
All right.
man.
Texas Jack, seeing that the target is down, he's gonna go ahead and step on your body and fire at the next best thing, Tommy. Tommy does an 18 hit.
Yes.
All right, you take 14 points of damage.
Man, these people hurt.
They have guns. This is a Western.
They took my gun.
They took his gun. Which, if we're being honest, I don't know if it would have been helpful.
It wouldn't have been. It's titled Unreliable.
Bro.
All right. You're now at 16 hit points. Oh shit, that hurt. All right, he's gonna end his turn there. It's James Wild Bill Hickok, and you guys don't know what's happening over there because it's too far away. So an event happens you guys don't see, and it's Dimitri's turn. Dimitri, make a dex saving throw, please.
Oh. Please don't die so soon. That's one failure.
That is one failure. Oh Jesus Christ! Tommy, it is your turn.
Getting shot. Saw our companion down. I am going to get angry.
Yeah, I get angry.
All right,
So
all right.
I
Rage.
am going to rage.
He's raging.
And I am going to go over.
Fucking do it to him. I know
Go
you
with
want to
that.
do it.
And I'm going to attack him.
What do you attack with?
going to hit him. My big, like, trying to go out as hard as I can, full strength, with my withered industrial axe.
Oh shit! All right, make an attack roll.
Axel, Axel McQuestion.
Ask this man the question.
There's a 24 hit.
Was that natural? Was that natural 20?
No, no.
Okay, okay, that was close. 24 definitely hits.
Okay.
Do that damage, boy.
Doing two hand.
Of course. So, I
It'll
mean,
be
do we have to say that?
this one.
Tillman, your god didn't protect me.
So 7 plus 2 because you're raging.
Yep.
The Lord
That's-
works in mysterious ways.
9 points of
This is
damage.
part of his plan.
Okay. You
Wanna
come in
be-
with your axe. You come in and slice hard. And you see Jack's coat rip open as all of the jewelry that was packed around him is now falling to the ground. Crystal gems and all this cash is just flowing out of him. As you fucking hit him like a piñata, it's just popping out of him. He's like, ah! Ah! And he has his guns locked and loaded, pointing at your face.
I'm just gonna stare at him into his eyes angrily.
All right. You have your bonus action. You have your movement.
The bonus action was the rage.
Right. There's one. Okay. And you have movement. Do you move anywhere? Or do you stay place?
I am going to. There it goes. There it goes. Okay. Going to try to go over to the other side of him, like
Okay.
twist him.
I
So
will-
he'll only be looking at me.
I will allow that. The reason why I say that is because from the attack, I imagine you fucking rage out, have your axe ready, come in, slash on him, and then just you're now on the other side of him. But I feel bad because everyone's stepping over Dimitri.
That's why I went on the other side, so he'll be fine. And the priest over there will be safe. I'll be the only target.
Gotcha. Okay. It is now Tillman's turn. Tillman, what do you do?
Give me a sense you're being.
So let's see. Let's go ahead and move me up here so I can see that. Is there any way I can move Dimitri a little back over up here into this other cart? Try to get him out of there.
Oh jeez. I would have to say, using half your movement, I will allow this to move him away from the cart.
All right, bet. I'll take half movement for that.
So it's 5, 10, 15. And then 20, 25, 30. You know, I'll say, yeah, sure. I say you carry him and you're both in the cart over here.
All right, awesome. And
And that's all your movement. You can't move anymore.
that's fine. Can I do I still have action?
You have. I'll say you moving him was part of your movement, so you have your action and your bonus action.
Sweet, thank goodness. All right, well, with that, let's go ahead and before I do what I'm gonna do, let's use that bonus for the observation check. So I'm gonna roll that and see on Sexus Jack over there.
All right, give me a roll.
All right, observation. Let's see. 13.
13's enough.
Cool.
Now that you've done the observation check, you know how much armor he's gonna have and how much health he has. That's just a given. Then I will explain what comes next.
Okay.
There we go. Can you guys see how much health he has?
Yes.
Okay. If you click on the character, you'll be able to see how much armor he has. I hope. If not,
Click.
I can just tell you he has 14 armor class.
I'll say yeah. Clicking on him doesn't do anything on my side.
Damn it. Okay,
He has
I'll
AC
have to
14.
I'll have to figure that out. All right. This is where it gets interesting. Texas Jack Vermilion is considered a warlock, and the moment he is disarmed, he gets to make 2 Eldritch Blasts as an action.
What? That's insane.
So keep that in mind for this character.
He worships the devil.
Then I must smite him.
You have your action on.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna do just that. Well, not smite, but what's it called? The Lord will help me as I hit that man with Word of Radiance.
Do it, do it, do it.
I'm right. Let's see. What's that? I think I just
Oh, it just happens?
Divine Word. He's gotta make a con save.
Con save, all right. Texas Jack, con save of. He did 9. That was a 9. He fails.
No, that ain't it. All right, that ain't it, Chief.
So, what happens next? Explain
The
it to
God
me.
said he gets hit for 5
And
radiant damage.
Texas Jack is down.
Opening up that book, the light shines, and it sears my man's cut. It's unbearable, and he drops.
No, yeah, the second that light comes out and hits him straight square in the chest where he got hit before, he was done. He was done, though. Was this lethal or non-lethal?
Shit. Well, it's the lad of the Lord. I imagine if he's a sinner, then it'd take him.
So the good news is, when you play with me, you get to decide if the damage you do is lethal and knocks him and then like kills him, or non-lethal and just knocks him out. It's up to you to decide.
Generally, I'm trying to do no harm here, but this is an extreme situation. Regardless, though, I say that this will be not lethal. He's just knocked out.
Okay. Now this rule only applies to what's it called? Only to normal enemies. The rule for bosses is you have to hit something that doesn't kill for it to be non-lethal for bosses. But this isn't a boss.
Okay.
You see the light strikes his chest. He's on the ground, fucking arm twisted back, just like Family Guy style. But he's breathing. He's fine. Good round, good round, good round. I like it.
Yep, that's it for me.
It is James Wild Bill Hickok. It's his turn.
You should have
You
converted
see
me
that-
to the Lord and brought me back.
I wanted to, but I also really wanted to get rid of the gun right in front of us.
You see that Wild Bill. You see him struggling. He's actually struggling with the individual, the woman in front of him, and they have like the hands in locked together, trying to pull the gun away from him. And you see that he shoots, and the individual over here is down. Dimitri, your turn. Make another death saving throw.
Yeah, boy. Check this out. Okay.
Hey, I passed.
1 fail, 1 success. We're doing good. Okay.
I thought one of those many nat ones would have showed up again.
Tommy, you're currently raging, but it's slowly fading a little bit. What do you do?
So you heard a gunshot, turn around, see a lady got shot.
Yeah, you see that there's
Someone-
there's a bullet wound on your belly.
So I'm gonna go running to him, screaming, like angry, be like, ah!
Leedle, 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 leedle.
All right, do you attack?
And I'm going to hit him.
All right, go roll that attack, boy.
Yeah,
All
that's a
right,
21 hit.
21 hits. Go ahead and roll that damage, and then don't forget to add +2
Ooh, that's a
because you're raging.
7 total.
Okay, 7 points of damage. That was a hearty hit. He shoots. You see that he's stunned. Um, there's a look of regret in his face, but then he hears you screaming from behind. He turns around and you slash his arm, effectively cutting off the right hand. And he screams in pain, like ah, ah, ah.
Awesome.
See, in my game,
Serves you right.
when you reach a certain age, attacks like that are lethal for old people. So you have your bonus action and your movement. What else do you do?
I'm going to use a bonus action to now observe this dying man.
Do it.
Look at your kill. Observe the prey.
7. 7 is not enough. Is not enough, unfortunately.
Oh, makes sad.
They're on the ground and they're bleeding. That's about it.
Pretty much.
I moved, I attack, I feel bonus action. That's it.
Okay, and your rage is still up. Good, 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 good. Tillman, your turn once again.
Jeez.
Round 3. Fight.
No fight, because what I'm gonna be doing instead is I'm gonna fucking spare the dying on this man so he can like be conscious and shit.
Okay, okay, okay. And that puts him at 0, right?
Yeah, he's just stable.
Okay.
But so you pass all your your death saves automatically. He's stable.
Yeah, Dimitri, you're dying, and then all of a sudden, you feel this like intensity, like this warmness, and it feels pretty good. And then it gets
For
hotter,
now.
and then it gets hotter. Oh, ah, oh, and you sort of open your eyes open wide, like oh, fuck, oh, you're good, and you pass out. All right, you have your you have your bonus action and your movement.
Can I observe the man from this distance?
Because you have line of sight, yes.
Oh shit! Well, yeah, let's observe him. Let's see what he got. In that case, I need to roll one of these right here. Hold up. Go back to the main page. And let's see. Oh fuck yeah!
Perfect.
I observe you.
There's really not much else to say other than this guy has 1 foot in the grave.
Good.
Okay. And he has only one other skill. He has, oh God, what was it for this guy? It was
Coward.
Coward. Oh yeah, legendary experience. If he wants to, he can make one attack with advantage with his pistol, and as a bonus action, immediately make another attack.
Holy shit!
But
He
at
has
this
one
point
less
in
hand.
time, he's missing a hand, and yeah,
So he ain't doing that.
he's not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, let's see. So since I've stabled him over there, I'm gonna go ahead and just shuffle on a little forward. Try to let's see. What in the damn? DM ain't let me move.
Oh.
Just shuffle me on past sexist Jack over there. I want to be right about in front of him.
That's not his name.
Yeah,
All right.
I think that's about good enough, and I'll be right about right there. And then I guess that's it for my turn.
Texas Jack. His turn. He's down. James Wild Bill Hickok. You see, he turns around, looks at you, Tommy. You see that there are tears coming down his face. He is saddened about what's happening. He's about to fucking die. And he drops his gun on the ground and he yells out, "I surrender! Oh, I surrender!" And he disarms himself.
All right, cool. Thank God.
Someone should give him a hand.
Oh, you really made the joke.
And Tommy's dead. Holy shit.
Oh.
Your turn, Tommy. What do you do?
Now I'm going to, I say he surrendered. Just make sure I'm going to drop my weapon,
All right.
get right on him,
Okay.
and hold him, press him to the ground
Got it.
like a
You're gonna
grapple.
subdue. Okay.
Subdue him.
He's not fighting back. You successfully subdue his ass, and he's down. And just like that, combat is now over.
Hooray! Oh,
I
God.
almost died.
Jesus.
And then while he's subdued, I'm gonna rip off a piece of cloth from his attire and wrap it around his hand so he's not bleeding.
Okay, I was gonna say he was gonna bleed out and die if you didn't do anything. But that works good enough as a tourniquet, and yeah, he's not bleeding anymore.
I got some basic medicine practice. I could probably help with that if you'd like.
So, battle successfully concluded. We have a situation, which is where one of the passengers has a gut shot, not dead, thankfully, but has a gut shot and she's close to dying. Does anyone do anything?
You
before the next thing
doctor
happens?
over here.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, I'll do what I can.
What do you do,
The
Tommy?
the Lord will help. And so I quickly rush on over and see. So who's injured? Who need my
It's the
help?
lady next to Tommy that's on the ground, and
This
she's holding her stomach, and she's
lady
bleeding from
that's
the
been
stomach.
shot down here.
All right, so I quickly rush on over to her, and I bust out my book, quickly say my prayers as I'm casting. What was it? Healing word.
All right. How much?
Let's see. Healing word. She gets fixed up for about 7 points.
All right. And she is back up, and the wound closes. Bullet protrudes out, falls on the ground, and she is surprised. But the moment she sees the priest in front of her, she doesn't say anything. She just gives you a big giant hug. And you see that she's kind of crying on your shoulders a little bit.
Don't worry, man. It's gonna be all
Dimitri,
right.
you come back with 1 hit point as you slowly wake up, look around you, and you see 2 things. Six is is on the ground. He's on the ground and he's breathing, but he looks pretty fucked up. Like you got hit pretty bad, but he's fucked up.
Is there any blood on my clothes?
Oh, there's a lot. There's a lot of blood on your clothes.
I'm just gonna point and be all like, "You owe me a new suit."
And the second thing you notice immediately is there is just money and jewelry everywhere around Sex's Jack.
A piece of me wants. Alright. I'm gonna try and get up, stumble over there, and start moving all of the things and accounting for it. Like, Okay, that's one ring, one necklace with this, one that just start doing inventory on all of this.
I'm glad you're doing this because you guys get your first loot of the game.
Heck yeah.
Nice.
I like loot.
Between the two bandits, there is $900 worth of money and jewelry.
Ooh.
Well, while having this guy, just gonna hold him, drag the other guy to the vault.
Perfect. And then we'll play what that looks like in a bit. But continuing forward, because we're not done yet.
Mm-hmm.
The older individual, Wild Hickok, he has 9 armor-piercing bullets. Which I don't have to explain this, but if you shoot someone that has an armor class, these bullets are technically automatic hits. You just shoot, and they go right through the armor.
Oh damn.
Now, there's an exception to the rule for some things, but if you shoot another person that wears armor, yeah, you're just going to shoot directly at them. All right. And
Nice.
that is that. I'm putting on the Zoom chat so you guys know.
While I'm over here typing it out.
And then you guys get to decide for the next item. Let's see. We have a shit. Come on. And then you guys pick this. They don't have this. You're just gonna pick one of these. There is the Pearl of Power. And then you have the Potion of Superior Healing. Or you guys have the Parapet of Wound Closure. You guys only get to pick one of these out of these 3.
I will leave it up to Mr. Not Dimitri. Mr. Tillman.
What?
Okay. And if I can just quickly go through it, it's 3 Pearl Powers. So if you crush the Pearl, you get spell slots back. The Potion of Healing, it's a superior healing, so it's 8d4 plus 4, or 8s, I think. And then the Parapet of Wound Closure.
It would have been great if I was wearing it. Goddamn.
Yeah, that one, you get extra healing if you use hit die, and immediately stabilizes you if you go down to 0. So go ahead and pick.
And so with this stuff, we each pick one, or
It's
one of these things?
It's only one thing you guys get to pick out of these 3, and only one person gets to keep it.
Okay.
I'm already kind of leaning towards the necklace of Save My Life.
Yeah, I was kind of looking at that too, anyways. Yeah, I'd go with the Wound Closure necklace.
Okay. And then who's taking the Parapet of Wound Closure? Dimitri. I bet it's Dimitri.
Yeah, I'm totally
love having that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could be.
And then after the battle's over, you collect your loot. You have the option, you can choose to pick up the guns that they were using, which is a +1 pistol, and then there's 2 +1 revolver.
I'm taking Sexist Jack's guns because he shot me and they're mine now. I've earned this.
Okay, so you now have 2 +1 revolvers.
I have no.
He shot me too.
Yeah.
He did,
But the
dude. You saw
pistol
your
should go to Tillman so he could defend himself.
I I'm not one for guns and such. I mean, I've dabbled in like once or twice in the past, but that's no good in my hands. If anything, that should be going to you fellas.
Alrighty.
and you don't have to take them. The individuals on the train can take them and then lock them away in the safe so that it doesn't hurt anybody else, etc., etc. All that stuff.
I don't need it. So these one of these two young ladies should take this weapon.
All right,
They're
yeah.
pretty terrified and shaken up right now, so they won't do that, but they're considering it. Now,
All right.
You said Jack was still breathing.
yes.
All right, I'm gonna split his. No,
Oh shit!
no, I'm gonna make sure he stays alive. If there's a wound, I want to try and like pressurize it. Be like, you ain't going away. The court system has a word with you, sir. And you stay alive.
You're gonna give him the hangman.
Now, what happens next can be considered kind of a blur. The individuals who take care of the train all come out. The conductor comes out to see what the fuck's going on. They apprehend, and then they take the individuals who try to rob the train back to the vaults. And then because there's already a posse there with another bounty, they don't mind taking care of these two either. Everyone thanks you for saving their lives. You find out the individual that you saved. Her name was Abigail Infields, and she's very happy that you saved her and her companion that she was traveling with.
Awesome. Heck yeah, dude.
You guys are given the VIP rooms for tonight, so each one gets a bed, even though you didn't pay for it. They're just giving it to you.
Things are coming up, Millhouse.
Yeah.
And then after a very, very stressful and hectic situation, all of you go ahead and fall asleep and take a long rest. Now be careful when you hit long rest to not reset anything that says, like, do you want to reset this? Just make sure you don't check that box or uncheck it if it says check. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And take a long rest.
Oh man, it's good to have life again.
All right. Now, I know it's almost time, but we have one more thing to do, and then we'll call it for today's game. I need everyone to roll a 1d100.
Boy, I get to roll the big one.
78, not bad, not bad.
God damn it, Dylan.
9.
9.
Okay. In this case, the lowest number was the one I needed, which is Tillman.
Oh, the Lord strikes again.
The Lord does what he do.
Which, if you guys were if Alan was a 18th level cleric,
Oh shit.
I think you would have done a thing where you get to do a favor, like God literally does a miracle for you.
Deus Ex Machina, yeah, I know that stuff.
I love it. All right. And then we move on to the next scene. Tillman, you lie down. Stressful fucking day. Thinking.
Absolutely.
You broke a mirror, and then they fucking robbed the train.
I'm immediately consumed with thoughts of that being my fault.
You go ahead and just close your eyes, do your prayers, try your best to not think about what happened today. Met a lot of interesting people. Definitely a story to take back to you when you go to San Diego. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And you try to just dream the day away and just let darkness consume your mind. Not a moment later, you feel the ground under you is no longer soft. You feel the ground under you is hardy, but as you move around, you're pushing the ground around you easily. Kind of
What
feels like
the?
sand. And then you hear the crashing waves of water from both sides, from your left and to your right. And then you open your eyes and you see that you are not on the train, not on your bed that you slept on, but you're in fact somewhere else entirely. Give me a second to change the new scene.
On the beach.
On the beach.
Welcome to Skyrim.
Hey, you made it to
Oh
San
my
Diego
god,
before?
dude! I wake up in a cart and they're like, "So you're finally awake."
You're finally awake now. Okay. Do you guys see the thing that's there?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. It didn't break. I'm happy. And then we have Tillman. Okay. You wake up on the beach.
Yeah, I'm probably like freaking stressing.
That's the funny thing, though. If I can input some emotions you might be feeling right now,
Okay.
you actually don't feel stressed.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm trying to find the right song. All right, I found it. And then you share the screen because the audience needs to see this too. And okay, share sound. Perfect. And there's Tilly Thompson. Tillman Thompson, my bad. You look behind you and you see a path. You get the sense that you can't go back the way you came. You can only move forward. And you don't know where these ideas are coming from. But when you look behind you, you see the choices you've made. Everything that you've done that's led you to this exact moment of your path. And if you start to stray a little bit, you see there is just pitch black nothingness in the water that splashes on your left and on your right. And when you walk forward a little bit, these sconces, they begin to light up torches flames as you begin to make your way. And as you walk forward, the day that just went by goes through you immediately. Getting on the train, meeting these people, the experiences you had. And then you stop. And you hear something slowly breach the surface of the water that's on your left. And it's covered in this black ichor and muck as it comes out of the water. Please make a perception check for me.
Fucking devil.
14.
14 to me.
One extra thing to note with that perception check. You notice that above you, you see a typical starry night sky, with no moon, however. But as you get a better look at it, you see that these lights, balls of white light, are just falling out of the sky and landing into the water. You look far off as far as you can, and you see that there's just pitch black nothingness. But you swear, you don't know why, but you swear you see Dimitri, and he's walking his path. And you see Tommy, and he's walking his path. But they're so far away that you barely notice this before team. The creature that comes out of the water, that sludge begins to come off, peel off slowly. And who's in front of you is very surprising as you see a woman. And she's in an outfit you've never seen before in your life.
Okay.
Give me a second as I present her. Come on. Come on. Load for me, please.
Come on, you son of a bitch. I want you to do it.
There we go. You see that she's wearing a unique outfit, kind of like a lawyer, but there are no female lawyers today. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, not clearly.
But she does look just as good as Dimitri, if not better.
Wow.
And you see that she has this golden necklace around her neck. And you see it has a heart shape. And next to the heart shape is a gold-covered skull. And she begins to walk up towards you. And she stops. Good evening, Mr. Tillman.
Do we know each other?
Oh, we've known each other for a very, very long time. We've come across each other a lot. You're here tonight for a very specific reason.
And what might that be?
You see that there's a very apprehensive look to her face. Like she wants to say something, but she's scared to say something. And then she lets out a sigh and she says, "A warning. Your curse has culminated. It's accumulated, Mr. Tillman. And it's going to affect a lot of people tonight."
Wait, you know? You know about this?
Of course I do.
Then can you tell me how to make it stop? That's part of why I'm even on this train. I want it to end.
I cannot tell you how to stop it. I can only lead you to where you need to go to stop it. The choices you make, that is all on you. But this warning, this removing the curse, it will cost you. And it must be a choice you make, that you must decide if it's worth this cost. Tillman, there is something at the end of this journey, and you need to be ready for it. The friends you made along the way today, you'll need them for what's to come.
Okay.
But maybe you have a couple questions for me. Something maybe I can help you answer.
I you say you've known me for a long time, but I don't remember you at all. Who are you? What's your name?
I've had a lot of names growing up. And as I gotten older, the one that's gotten most popular is Lady Death.
And then I immediately cross. I'm like, oh no, oh no. The
I
angel
was
of death.
there. I was there before you were born, and I'll be there the day you die. But I do this because of the life you live, the life you have, the curse upon you. There's a give and take in this chaotic world that we live in. And the world has taken a lot from you. So it is my turn to set things right, to give back. If you wish to remove the curse, if you wish to save the ones you care about and no longer hurt those around you, stick with these people you've made friends with. Together, only together, will you be able to face what's coming next. If not, then you'll be seeing me very, very soon, Mr. Tillman.
Man, I feel like that's a shudder down my spine.
Now, quick. I don't have a lot of time left. Any questions for me? Anything at all? I may be able to answer, but no guarantees.
Or did God send you to give me guidance?
She looks away from you, and then she says, God is busy right now. No, I decided to seek you out myself. And there's a very long pause, and she doesn't look at your face.
Well, I have my faith. I know the Lord will help me, and I'll choose to believe that you're here. He wants you to be here to help me too. I think I understand, and I'll follow your advice. I'll make sure to keep the friends. I'll make sure to make friends here, and we'll be strong. I know we will.
She breathes a sigh of relief, and she walks towards you, and then she holds your hands, and she says, thank you. Now, Mr. Tillman, I recommend for this next thing to tuck and roll. That usually seems to work out the best in these certain situations.
What do you mean?
In that second, everything goes black around you.
What
And
is-
you hear the crashing sound of metal on metal, of rock exploding, and you hear the sounds of a train derailing, and you being lifted out of the bed and now being thrown into the air. And that is where we're going to end it for tonight.
Oh man.
Yo, thank you so much for
Beautiful.
playing.
Thank you for having us.
I think we lost Andrew. Andrew, can you hear us?
My phone battery died.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I was supposed to end a couple minutes earlier, but I'm glad you heard that last part.
No, yeah, I was listening the whole time. I forgot to charge. Surprised it lasted that long.
Yeah, well, I have a play style, and I'm glad that all of you hopefully had a good time.
I was surprised that my phone lasted that long.
I love exposition.
I too love RP.
I'm gonna go ahead and end the recording here. So YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Okay, YouTube, hit that like button.
Yeah, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and may God be with you. Praise be unto Him, and all that goodness. No, I don't know. Forget this.
What he said. All right.
Take the wheel.